First, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakha Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who are teaching this truth in sincerity. And shout out to Yakim that's going out there in the four quarters of the earth, proclaiming this truth, speaking against corruption, and exposing Esau at every chance that we can, as well as edifying others by giving them the truth. You know, that Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are not the images that we were given. And in fact, that's what their real names are. You know, and that the so-called white man is the devil. And so what's happening is the white man, the Edomites, are coming to their end as they are fed up with the government, and, you know, they thought that they was going to get change, you know, because Barack Obama was supposed to bring change. Now with Donald Trump, they thought he was going to make America great again, but now they can see that he is just prolonging the war, you know, and just doing the same shit. You know, as if these fuckers did not already know that the deep state runs everything. So anyhow, you know, and this is music I listen to as well. You know, depends on what your tastes are, but you know, ex-Pink Floyd singer denounces white helmets as propaganda tool during Barcelona concert. And if you hadn't seen some of the Roger Waters footage, I mean, he shows Donald Trump as a pig in there. But English singer Roger Waters, a member of Pink Floyd and a non-solo performer, denounced the controversial Syrian group White Helmets, which we know that those are the terrorists. I mean, you've seen Syrian Girl and others tell you that they're really Al-Qaeda and ISIS and all that. They just put on a different uniform during a concert, saying that they exist only to create propaganda for jihadists and terrorists. The tirade came from Waters on Friday during a gig in Barcelona, which took place just as the United States, the UK, and France were preparing an attack against Syria based on falsified reports provided by the White Helmets. A week before that, the group produced photos and footage of what they claimed to be aftermath of a chemical weapons attack by the Syrian government on the town of Douma near Damascus, which was held by an armed group called Army of Islam. Addressing the audience, Waters said someone had asked him on the stage to speak about Douma and the alleged chemical weapon attack. The singer said that the person and he had different opinions about the situation in Syria. You know, oh, well, here's another buzz that just came up right here. We can read this. So let's go ahead and read this one. I ain't even done with the other article yet, and things are popping up. Esau is against Esau. You know, Satan against Satan. Make no mistake about it. Moscow has irrefutable evidence chemical attack in Syria Douma was staged, Russians envoy to OPCW. You know, and that's just the latest that come up. And here's, you know, what they destroyed, you know. And then you can see Yemen on the other side. So one side here of what they supposedly hit in Syria, and the flip side of Yemen, which, you know, both of these wars are illegal, but the deep state, they run the government. Of course they do. So anyhow, let's get back to that article because I wasn't done reading it. Here's a little excerpt there. You know, basically the White Helmets is a fake organization that exists only to create propaganda for jihadists and terrorists. That's my belief. We have opposing beliefs, he explained, as seen in a video short from the cheering crowd. Waters explained why he didn't support the cause furthered by the White Helmets. If we were to listen to the propaganda of the White Helmets and others, we would be encouraged to encourage our governments to start dropping bombs on people in Syria. That would be a mistake of monumental proportions for us as human beings, he said. What we should do is go and persuade our governments not to go and drop bombs on people, and certainly not until we have done all the research that is necessary so that we would have a clear idea of what is going on, he added, because we live in the world where propaganda seems to be more important than the reality of what's going on. And if you listen to the Roger Waters' latest album, it's called Deja Vu All Over Again, or that's at least... Actually, I think the album's called Is This the Life We Really Wanted? And the song is called Deja Vu All Over Again, which is basically what we're living out, because they're trying to convince us that he has weapons of mass destruction. Have we heard that before? I think we have. That was said about Iraq. Nick Haley, United States will stay in Syria forever and ever. U.S. troops not leaving Syria until goals accomplished. Haley, U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, said on Sunday that the United States would not pull its troops out of Syria. So you see, it was a ploy to stay in there. That's what this attack was really about, as a ploy to stay in Syria. And then, of course, here's some footage of, Syrians celebrated the thwarted attack because, again, 71 missiles were shot out. So this was a fluke. It was a total fluke. The United States has garbage for weapons. And, well, you can see everywhere here. Oh, yeah, that's another thing I wanted to get into. If this fucking thing will fucking work, fucking goddamn Esau. Okay. Yeah, see, it's not letting me. Anyhow. Yeah, Alex Jones is encouraging people to stop new strikes in Syria. And that's another one that, is part of the alternative media. He recently, and what I believe footage that didn't quite make it, or might have been on, it was probably on Infowars.com, but I mean, he just is totally going off on this whole thing, and I could show you a little bit of it, because I think you'll find this interesting, because, these Edomites, they're thinking, though, that they can stop this war, or that they had a chance, or that Trump was their guy. Remember, Alex Jones got everybody to vote for Trump. Even Trump called in once. All right, hold on a second. I'll show you what happens with Alex Jones, and I think you'll find this interesting. This has been posted quite a bit, so you may or may not have seen this. Hold on a second.
Going on the fucking damn it, man. What the fuck? Is there nobody fucking pure in this goddamn fucking world? See, now I'm fucking pissed right now. Syria fought Al-Qaeda, they fought ISIS, they fought it all. And now you got Mattis and fucking all these people shitting all over us. And the goddamn fucking liberal fascists censoring us everywhere the last 2 days. We did an emergency fucking 36-hour broadcast trying to stop this shit that could lead to World War III. And you fucking liberal pieces of fucking shit, you fucking assholes, fucking support this. Fuck you. You fucking goddamn degenerate fucks. And fucking Mueller, and fucking Comey, and fuck you. Every major analyst, see, I shouldn't even be on there right now. Every analyst agrees this could trigger World War III unlike anything in our history. And the Russians were the good guys battling ISIS and Al-Qaeda. I'm not a Russophile. I've never been to Russia. But I've studied the geopolitics. They are the white knights. And our military 5 years ago joining the Russians to block Obama and the Arab Spring and do the right thing, did the right thing. And now, Mattis looks like a fucking Emperor Palpatine. When that cocksucker knows full fucking well that Al-Qaeda and ISIS staged all those fucking chemical attacks. And now they're blaming it on the goddamn motherfucking... I shouldn't be on there right now. When the fuck are we going live? I can't do this shit anymore. Fuck Trump and fuck these fucking people. At a certain point, man, I'm sick of all you fucking liberals and mainlanders. You're a bunch of cowardly fucks. You're not Americans. What's going on? Okay. Should we shut these feeds down and delete those? I'm going to try to control myself. Dude, just shut those feeds down and restart them, okay?
So anyhow, you can see, though, that Alex, says it all there. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck all these assholes. So we're going to read the Syrian Arab News Agency here. As you can see, though, that the attacks were thwarted. And I'm going to show you the coverage of this because I was sitting there watching roughly myself, and I just seen how weak these weapons are. This is a great thing because of course, we want the deep state to fail at everything they do, and it's really good to see them failing, you know. Oh, yeah, here's another one. A girl martyred, 15 civilians injured after leftover shell goes off in Raqqa. A girl was martyred and 15 other civilians were injured in Raqqa City with a shell of U.S.-led coalition's remnants detonated. The U.S.-led coalition claimed to have liberated. So, again, this is somebody that the United States had killed. Oh, they are definitely not going to show this. You know, see, that's why it's good to not listen to the mainstream, because, you know, you don't get all that's going on, because they only want you to know certain little information. So here we go. Here's the archive of what actually did hit. The U.S.-led coalition, fucking piece of shit. The U.S.-led God damn it! Hold on a second. Just fucking Satan fucking with this shit. The U.S.-led coalition claimed to have liberated the city of Raqqa from Daesh, ISIS terrorist organization. Local sources told Syrian Arab news agencies that the shell exploded on Monday in Al-Jazra neighborhood in Raqqa City, claiming the life of a girl and injuring 15 others, not to mention the material damage. The sources added that the hundreds of unexploded bombs and shells still remain tucked in the streets of Raqqa, which the U.S.-led coalition and Daesh left behind, posting a grave threat to the lives of civilians. So, you know, that's what really the fight against ISIS is. Okay, I don't have much time left here, but I'm going to show you how well these U.S.-led missiles work, because they're a goddamn joke. You know, they're a fucking piece of shit, just like all Edomites are. Shalom, yeah. Esau's really fucking with the stream, you know, where you can't see anything, but this is some of the life. You know, again, you know, he was fucking with it big time. This is some of what the coverage is. I don't know if this is even fucking goddamn playing. Fucking goddamn Esau. Oh, this motherfucker. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna get it to fucking play. But anyhow, Rupley also showed a bunch of shit. This ain't even gonna fucking play. Fucking goddamn Esau. But anyhow, the Russian military defense had actually caught most of the missiles anyways. 71 shot down. I'm just gonna go to something else here. Hold on a second. So anyhow, what's happening though is that Satan is divided against Satan. I'll try to bring up more, because there's a lot more flag burnings, and just all around, pretty much what's happening is this is going to lead into martial law. Make no mistake about it, because most people are not with what the government is doing, but they cannot stop this war because it is the Most High that's bringing them into this war. Okay, so this is an article from InfoWars. The U.S. tries to undermine the credibility of the fact-finding mission in Syria even before it arrives at Duma. And that was from Moscow. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov has refuted claims of the UK delegation of the OPCW that Russia and Syria denied access to the organization's mission to Syria's Duma. Oh, so they're trying to play that shit. You see, Iraq all over again. The words of the senior official revoiced the statement of the Russian embassy in the Netherlands that said earlier in the day that the U.S. was attempting to undermine the work of the OPCW that was set to start the probe into the alleged chemical weapons attack in Duma, the same day the United States, UK, and France launched a missile attack on Syria. And again, they were duds. I wish that the videos would play, but you know, fucking goddamn Esau doesn't want this fucking thing to work. You know, pretty much, though, what's happening is Esau's divided amongst himself, and his kingdom is not going to stand much longer. So I hope this has been edifying. Sorry I couldn't get any scriptures. Only got 15 minutes. So, Until the next one, Shalom.